Hi, my name is Rob. I'm the CEO of Civitas Property Management, and the first question that potential clients always want to ask me is, what's your rate? What's your percentage? What do you charge? And there's nothing wrong with that question. It's probably what you're thinking at the moment. It's just amazing to me that it's before I even get my name out, it's always the first question. And it's important because it definitely affects your financial planning. If you're covering a mortgage, it helps you figure out your cash flow projections. But it's not the only thing you need to be thinking about. Number one is I'm a big believer in you get what you paid for. So if your bottom line is you want the cheapest property manager in the Bay Area, then you should probably stop the video because that's not us. We're a firm believer that this house is one of your biggest assets, and we would rather that you spend an extra 20 or 30 bucks a month and get better service, better protection for it. So we're a big believer in that. But it's important to look at all of the other fees that surround a contract and surround managing a house. Because if you're not careful, the nickel and dimes can be more than the base fee. I took over one small community in Walnut Creek, and their total bill was, their base fee was $450 a month or $400 a month, I forget which. But they were paying almost $1,000 a month because of postage and miscellaneous admin and all this stuff. And I'm not saying that that's wrong as long as it's disclosed. But what I am saying is, as the owner, make sure that you do a thorough investigation of every property manager and make sure you know where all the hidden fees are. We put our posting on our website, so if you click up top, there's a button that'll say pricing or about us, and feel free to click on that, and you'll see we have 3 programs. We believe that the same program is not right for every property owner, so we make sure to have different setups structured for different people. So as you'll see, one of the things on there is we do charge a $250 leasing fee. So one of the things you'll see on there is for full management, we include a $250 leasing fee. Now what that is it's in place of some companies might charge half of the first month's rent or something like that. We try to bundle as much as possible into our base fee, our percentage. But what we found is that we were spending a lot of money to market properties. So as an example, we hire a professional photographer to do the photos, makes a huge difference. We have a 3D camera. We construct a 3D model that helps more people see it and do a walkthrough and get more interested. We have paid advertising, so we get better listings on some sites higher up. And so we do all that to rent your property faster, but we found that by doing that and charging just a little bit more, you end up filling your property faster and it's win-win. And so it's important that you're aware of that up front. Another common one would be maintenance. A lot of property managers mark up maintenance. And again, there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's disclosed and as long as you're aware of it going in. One of the big frustrations between property managers and their clients is simply mismatched expectations. They don't communicate enough before they sign the contract, and so down the road when the charges come, they're surprised. It's why we insist on interviewing every single client before we take them on. Because we have one of our core mottos is that we are not for every person and every client is not for us. We're not the right fit for everybody. And it's a lot better to figure that out before the contract is signed than after. We want to help you, we'll always help with education, but the bottom line is sometimes it's just not a good fit. So it's very important to do your research and make sure you understand the expenses, the smaller fees, and the culture and the way that that business does business. Because if you don't, you may end up locked in a contract that will cause a lot of frustration and grief, and both sides will be the poorer for it. So if you have any questions, if you'd like us to elaborate on that, feel free to give us a call. We're always here to answer your questions. Civitas Property Management.